So I have people ask me from time to time, Brando, how do you come up with all these stories to talk about? Well, I mean, we live in a crazy world and news is breaking constantly. And just when you think you've got ahead of the news, a new story will break on top of that and you're right back to square one. But if you're ever having a slow news day, you can always count on Marjorie Taylor Greene to be your low-hanging fruit. She is always going to come through for you. She is like Rick Astley. She is never going to let you down. And I can't play you the clip because of copyright reasons, but Marge was asked by a reporter why that Republicans are so fascinated by conspiracy theories, and she got asked to talk about Jewish space lasers, and old Marge just went completely off the rails and began saying to the reporter, "It's you guys that love conspiracy theories. You're the ones that's spreading lies. We just want the truth, and you can fuck off." And when she says that, I just picture every good old boy in Georgia being like, "Hell yeah, man, old Marge don't care. Marge will tell them like it is." I think what it really is that Marge reminds them of all the drunk girls down at the dive bar. I really believe that's what it is because I don't know. When she's talking at these primaries, I'm not trying to pass judgment, but as a guy that has played in dive bars for over 25 years, played music in those places, sat on bar stools and had a whole lot of conversations with people, yeah, the jury's out on this one. Play the clip.
This primary is over with. Can you imagine being a donor and lighting your money on fire like that? Donating to Nikki Haley, begging her to stay in the race. I mean, these political consultants, they should go to jail for continuing this campaign. I mean, it is so dishonest, I can't even believe it.
I'll tell you what Marjorie Taylor Greene has always reminded me of, because I was a musician and played music for over 25 years in dive bars. She just reminds me of the Karens that would come up to the bar and start arguing with the bartender. "Why can't I get any service over here? What kind of bar doesn't serve Smirnoff?" Like one of those people, you know. And if you're a musician, she's the girl that walks up to you and is like, "Play something we know. Play something we can dance to." That's Marjorie Taylor Greene. She's always came off that way to me. But it's funny to me how that the people that loves to criticize Hunter Biden over his drug addiction and over his days of partying, they're always talking about the parties going on at Mar-a-Lago. Take a look at this clip.
Back here in Mar-a-Lago, again, the party getting underway. Just about 200 people, I would say, here already. There is no open bar, and there is a soda bar, a pop bar, if you want to call it, if you're from the Midwest. But no free alcohol, at least tonight here in Mar-a-Lago. Back to you guys.
Well, thanks for that update.
I don't know, folks. It's just really weird to me that the people who wants to criticize Hunter Biden for partying too hard back in the day are the people who's always having a party. Now, there's not an open bar. There's not going to be, the alcohol ain't free. You're going to have to pay for the alcohol, but we're about to have a party. And then you got Marge running around, "Those are fake numbers." It just all comes off really weird to me. And what is so funny about Marjorie Taylor Greene is when she's being asked about, the VP, and they're wanting to know if she's on the list of Trump's vice presidential candidates. You can see that she's just sitting there dying for it. "Oh, yes, I would serve Donald Trump however he asks. I will do anything to support President Trump anywhere in the world." And deep down in her little heart, she knows he's never going to ask her. But I stumbled across this clip of Kurt Bardella, and I think he's pretty much got it nailed as to what would happen if Trump did pick Marge. Take a look at the clip.
I can't think of anything dumber for the Republicans that are wringing their hands right now about the culture wars and how that doesn't appeal to voters than putting Marjorie Taylor Greene on your ticket. If you want to hand Joe Biden and Kamala Harris a re-election, put Marjorie Taylor Greene on your ticket and they won't even have to leave the White House to get re-elected.
Yeah, if Donald Trump just wants to hand Joe Biden another 4 years and Joe Biden doesn't even have to leave the office, doesn't even have to hit the campaign trail, all they have to do is just put Marjorie Taylor Greene on that ticket and Joe Biden is a shoo-in. I think he already is, because Donald Trump is doing nothing whatsoever to try to win over independent or moderate or undecided voters. But man, could you imagine if they hooked Marjorie Taylor Greene to that ticket? What a disaster it would be. I would just have to live stream my videos. I wouldn't be able to ever pause, because I wouldn't be able to pause to make a new one before something else crazy would get said. We would just have to go live here and just stay here and just report it as we see it. Because that would be like the ultimate wrestling villain tag team. I don't think the Fabulous Freebirds or the Four Horsemen could hold Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene a lot to see by if they teamed up. It would be an absolute disaster. It would be comedic gold. I mean, the comedians would love it. People who's a lot funnier than me and a whole lot of comedians out there, they would have material for years. Saturday Night Live would go back through the roof. But I don't want to see that. As funny as it would be and as entertaining as it would be, I don't want to see that, because I'm so tired of seeing the MAGA movement. I'm so tired of the conspiracy mindset. I'm so tired of the Jewish space lasers and just all the bullshit that they come up with. It's so tiresome. It's like, okay, we've seen enough, you know? Have you ever been in a movie where you really felt like it should have ended and you're sitting there going, I thought the credits was about to roll. I thought we were almost out of here. And you know how long it feels? It may just be another 5 to 10 minutes, but you know how long it feels when you're sitting there going, I've never really been into this movie to start with, and it's really just, I thought that was the end of it. I thought the credits were going to roll when it kind of faded to black there, but no, it came back, and it feels like an eternity. That's what it feels like every time I see Marjorie Taylor Greene open her mouth.